Question number 1. The number of straight lines that are inclined to the three-dimensional coordinate axis is option A 2, option B 4, option C 6, option D 8. Okay, since we know that here alpha would be equal to beta, which would also be equal to gamma, we would get it as cos square alpha plus cos square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is equal to 1. Therefore, we would get alpha is equal to cos inverse of plus minus 1 by root 3. So with this we conclude that there are 4 lines whose direction cosines would be 1 by 3 by 3, 1 by 3. This would be of the first line. Then it would be minus 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 and 1 by root 3. This would be the second line. Then 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3 and again 1 by root 3. This would be the third line, and fourth line 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 and minus 1 by root 3. Okay, so there are these 4 lines which we get. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 2. If 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and n are the direction cosines of a line, then the value of n is option A root 23 by 6, option B 23 by 6, option C 2 by 3, option D 3 by 2. So let us solve that. We know that these are the direction cosines. So with that we would get 1 by 2 the whole square plus 1 by 3 the whole square plus n square is equal to 1. From this, further simplifying these values, we'll get n square is equal to 23 by 36. So taking square root on both the sides, we'll get the value of n as root of 23 by 6. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 3. The projection of the line segment joining the points minus 1, 0, 3 and 2, 5, 1 on the line whose direction ratios are 6 to 3 is option A 10 by 7, option B 22 by 7, option C 18 by 7, option D 7 by 22. Okay, so here we know that our vector would be 3i plus 5j minus 2k, right? So your projection we would get it as A B bar upon B mod. Okay, so simplifying and substituting the values, we'll get 18 plus, which is equal to 22 by 7. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 4. The coordinates of a point P are 3, 12 and 4 with respect to origin O, then the direction cosines of OP are 3, 12, 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 2. Option C 3 by root 13, 1 by root 13, 2 by root 13. Option D 3 by 13, 12 by 13 and 4 by 13. Okay, the required direction cosines can be obtained from the formula, and that is like easy. Okay, so that would be A upon under root of A square plus B square plus C square. Okay, so now here substituting the values, we'll get 3 square plus 12 square plus 4 square. Further simplifying this, we'll get it as 3 by 13. So we know that this is 13, so let's move ahead. Now we will get 12 by 13, so that is as it is, and next would be 4 by 13, right? Simplifying these, we are not calculating this again, so we'll get 12 by 3, 4 by 13. So 3 by 13, 12 by 13 and 4 by 13. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 5. If the direction cosines of a line are 1 by C, 1 by 1, 1 by C, 1 by C and 1 by C, then C is greater than 0, C is equal to plus minus root 3, C is greater than 0 and less than 1, or C is greater than 2. Okay, we know that these are the direction cosines of the line. So we'll get them as 1c square plus 1 by c square plus 1 by c square is equal to 1, right? So here we'll get the value as c square is equal to 3. Therefore c would be plus minus root of 3. So our correct answer is option B. If the direction ratios of a line are 1, minus 3 and 2, then the direction cosines of the line are option A 1 by root 14, minus 3 by root 14, 2 by root 14. Option B 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, 3 by root 14. Option C minus 1 by root 14, 3 by root 14, minus 2 by root 14. Option D minus 1 by root 14, minus 2 by root 14, or minus 3 by root 14. So the direction ratios are given to us, so we'll find the direction cosines. They would be as follows. Okay, so 1 plus 9 plus 4, this would be 1 by root of 14. So we know that we'll get root of 14, so minus 3 by root 14 and 2 by root of 14, right? So our correct answer is option A. Question number 7. The direction cosines of the line joining the points 4, 3, minus 5 and 2, 1, minus 8 are option A, option B, option C, or option D. Now we know that the direction cosines of line PQ would be, let us leave P and this would be Q, so we'll get the direction cosines of L, M and N. So here L would be x2 minus x1 upon mod of PQ, and now we know that mod of PQ would be, okay, let's calculate this. Now we know that x2 by x2 minus x1 is minus 6, y2 minus y1 is 2, and z2 minus z1 is minus 3. Right, now mod of PQ would be 36 plus 4 plus 9, which is equal to 7. Okay, so we'll multiplying it throughout by minus 1, we'll get it as 6 by 7, 2 by 7 and 3 by 7. So our correct answer is option A. Question number 8. A line makes angles alpha by alpha, beta by alpha, alpha by 2, beta by 2 and gamma by 2 with positive direction of coordinate axis. Then cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma is equal to 1, minus 1, 2 or 3. Okay, since we have the values of the angles, we will substitute them in the formula. So we'll get it as cos square we know this is the formula, right? So now further simplifying this, we will get the values as, we know that cos square beta plus cos square alpha plus cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma would be equal to 2 cos square alpha by 2 minus 1 plus 2 cos square beta minus 1 plus 2 cos square gamma by 2. So here we would get it as 2 by 1 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 9. A line makes 45-degree angle with positive x-axis and makes equal angles with positive y and z axis respectively. The sum of the three angles which the line makes positive xyz axis is option A 180, option B 165, option C 150, option D 135. Okay, so we are given the following values. So that is alpha is equal to 45 degrees and beta is equal to gamma. Okay, so now here we'll get 2 cos square beta is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. So cos square beta is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore beta is equal to 60 degrees, which is also equal to gamma. So now alpha plus gamma plus beta would be 165 degrees. So the correct answer is option B, 165 degrees. Question 10. If a line lies in the octant OXYZ and it makes equal angles with the axis, then the values of LMN would be 1 by root 3, plus minus 1 by root 3, minus 1 by root 3, or plus minus 1 by root 2. Okay, now we know that alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, and cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is also equal to 1. So here we will get 3 cos square alpha is equal to 1. Therefore cos square alpha would be 1 by 3 and cos alpha would be plus minus 1 by root 3, right? So now we know that L is equal to M is equal to N is equal to cos alpha, therefore which is equal to plus minus 1 by root 3. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 11. A line makes angles of 45 and 60 degrees with positive axes of x and y respectively. The angle made by same line with positive axis of z is A 30 or 60 degrees, option B 60 or 90 degrees, option C 90 or 120 degrees, option D 60 or 120 degrees. Now given that alpha is equal to 45 and beta is equal to 60, we'll get cos square gamma is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, this which is equal to 1 by 4. So cos gamma would be 1 by 2. So this would result where gamma would be 60 degrees or 120 degrees. So our correct answer is option D. Question number 12. A line AB in three-dimensional space makes angles 45 degrees and 120 degrees with positive x-axis and positive y-axis respectively. If AB makes an acute angle theta with positive z-axis, then theta would be A, B, C or D. Let's calculate. Now here we are given that alpha is equal to 45 degrees and beta is equal to 120 degrees, and we have to find gamma, which is equal to theta. So now with the formula cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1, we'll substitute the values. So we'll get cos square theta is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, so which would be 1 by 4. So since theta is an acute angle, we know here it would be 1 by 2. So here theta of cos inverse 1 by 2 equal to 60 degrees. So our correct answer is option A. Question number 13. If a line makes an acute angle of pi by 4 with positive directions of each x-axis and y-axis, then the angle that line makes with positive direction of the z-axis is pi by 6, pi by 3, pi by 4 or pi by 2. Okay, now we are given that L is equal to cos of pi by 4 and M is equal to cos of pi by 4. Okay, this is given to us and we are not known with the value of N. We know that L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. So here 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus n square is equal to 1. Therefore, further simplifying this, we'll get the value of n is 0. The angle made by the line with positive direction of z axis would be pi by 2. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 14. The projection of the line joining the points 3, 4, 5 and 4, 6, 3 on the line joining the points minus 1, 2, 4 and 1, 0, 5 is option A 4 by 3, option B 2 by 3, option C 1 by 3, option D 1 by 2. Okay, so the direction ratios of the line joining P and Q, let us assume P to be minus 1, 2, 4 and Q be 1, 0, 5. Okay, so now the direction ratios would be, direction ratio of PQ would be 2 minus 2 and 1, and their direction cosines would be 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. Now the projection of the line joining point A and B, okay, would be given by x2 minus x1 times plus okay, so this is our formula. Now we'll substitute these values. 4 minus 3 times 2 by 3 plus 6 minus 4 times minus 2 by 3 and z2 minus z1, that is 3 minus 5 times 1 by 3. So here we'll get the values as 2 by 3 minus 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. The answer would be 4 by 3. Correct answer is option A. Question number 15. The projection of any line on coordinate axes be respectively 3, 4 and 5. Then its length is 12, 50, 5 by root 3 or 5 by root 2 or none of these. Okay, so let the length of the line segment be R and its direction cosines be L, M, N. Okay, R and L, M and N. Okay, then its projection on the coordinate axes are LR, MR and NR. So here this is given to us. This is 3, this is 4 and this is 5. So we'll substitute these values in the formula and we would get them as 9 plus 16 plus 25. So here we get R square is equal to 50. Therefore R is equal to 5 by root 2. So our correct answer is option C. Question number 16. The projection of a line segment on the coordinate axes are 2, 3 and 6. Then the length of the line would be 7, 5, 1 or 11. So let the length of line segment be R and direction cosines be L, M, N. So the projection of the coordinates would be LR, MR and NR. Okay, so where LR is equal to 2, MR is equal to 3, NR is equal to 6. Now with formula we know that L square R square plus M square R square plus N square R square is would be 4 plus 9 plus 36, right? So here we'll get R square is equal to 49. Therefore R will be 7. So our correct answer is option A. If the points minus 1, 2, minus 3, 4, A, 1 and B, 8, 5 are collinear, then A and B are respectively equal to 5, option B 9 and 5, option C 5 and 9 and option D minus 5 and 9. Now since these points are collinear, we use our formula. Okay, so With formula we get this equation. So with this we get 5 upon b minus 4 is equal to 1 and a minus 2 upon 8 minus a is equal to 1. So further solving this we would get the value of b as 9, and further solving this we'll get it as 5. So correct option is 5 and 9. So our correct option is option C. Question number 18. The points A, B and C are non-collinear, collinear, non-coplanar or none of these. Okay, now direction ratios of AB would be -2, 2 and 2, and that of BC would be 1, -1 and -1 respectively. So here we'll get our value as -2, 1, which is equal to. So from this we can conclude that the given points are collinear. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 19. Measure of angle between two lines whose direction ratios are 1, 2 and 1, and 2, -3 and 4 is option A 0, option B pi by 6, option C pi by 3, option D pi by 2. Okay, so let us solve this. Here we'll get the value of theta, which would be cos inverse of, now we have to substitute these values. Okay, so it would be 1 by and root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square into 2 square plus minus 3 square plus 4 square. So further solving this we'll get it as cos inverse of 0. So your value of theta will be pi by 2. So our correct answer is option D, pi by 2. Question number 20. If a line makes angles alpha, beta, gamma with the coordinate axis, then the following would be true. So let us solve. We know that by proof that cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So further simplifying this, we'll get 1 plus cos 2 alpha upon 2 plus upon 2 is equal to 1. From this we will get cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma plus 3 is equal to 2, which would be cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma, 3 minus 2 which is 1, so plus 1 is equal to 0. So our correct answer is option C. Question number 21. The following points A, B, C are collinear, then the value of B would be 0, -3, 3 or 4. So we know that these points are collinear, right? So let this be point A, B and C. So the direction ratios of AB would be 3 minus 4 and 7 minus B, and that of BC would also be 3 minus 4 and B plus 1. So since these are collinear, we will get it as 3 upon minus 4 is equal to 7 minus beta upon beta plus 1. So here we will get 7 minus B upon B plus 1 is equal to 1. Now further simplifying this, we will get B is equal to 3. So our correct answer is option C. Question number 22. The angle between pair of lines whose direction ratios are 1, 1, 2, minus 1, root 3, minus root 3, 1 and 4 is 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees or 90 degrees. So let theta be the angle between these lines. So we'll get cos theta is equal to plus minus root 3 minus 1 plus 2 times 4 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 4 into root 3 minus 1 the whole square plus minus root 3 minus 1 the whole square plus 60. Further simplifying this, we'll get our answer as 6 by 6 and root of 24, which is equal to 1 by 2. So here we get value of cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. So we'll get value of theta is equal to 60 degrees. So our correct answer is option C. The angle between a line with direction ratios 2 to 1 and a line joining them 3, 1, 4 and 7 to 12 would be cos inverse 2 by 3, sin inverse 2 by 3, tan inverse 2 by 3 or cos inverse 1 by 3. So the direction ratios are 2, 2 and 1. So we'll get it as, and direction ratios for this would be 4, 1 and 8. So we have the two direction ratios with us. This is 1 and this is 2. So from formula where cos theta is equal to 2 into 4 plus 2 into 1 plus 1 into 8 divided by 2 square plus 2 square plus 1 square under root 4 square plus 1 square plus 8 square, which is equal to 18 upon 27, which would be written as 2 by 3. So here we get cos theta is equal to 2 by 3. So theta would be cos inverse of 2 by 3. So our correct answer is option A. If ABCD are the points 2, 3, minus 1, 3, 5, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7 respectively, then the angles between AB and CD would be pi by 2, pi by 3, pi by 4 and pi by 6. So we know that the direction ratio of AB will be 1, 2 and minus 2, and that of CD would be 2, 3 and 4. So we'll get the values as of A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 would be 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus minus 2 into 4. This would be equal to 0. So we know that cos theta is equal to 0. So the value of theta would be pi by 2. So our correct answer is option. Question number 25. The direction cosines of a line which is perpendicular to both the lines whose direction ratios are minus 1, 2, 2 and 0 to 1 are option A, option B, option C or option D. Now let the direction ratios of the line perpendicular to both the lines be ABC. Okay, so we'll get it as minus A plus 2B plus 2C is equal to 0 and 2B plus C is equal to 0. Let us equate these numbers as equation 1 and 2. Now solving 1 and 2 we'll get A by minus 2 is equal to B by 1, C by minus 2. So the direction ratios of the line would be 2, minus 1 and 2. So the required direction cosines will be 2, minus 1, 2 by 3. So our correct answer is option B. Question number 26. The direction cosines of the line which is perpendicular to the lines whose direction cosines are proportional to 1, minus 1, 2 and 2, 1, minus 1 are option A, option B, option C or option D. Now let the direction ratios of the line be ABC. Okay, ABC are the direction ratios. So we'll get two equations, that is A minus B plus 2C is equal to 0 and 2A C is equal to 0. So these are our equations, equation 1 and 2. So solving 1 and 2, we will get A is equal to minus 1 upon B by 5 is equal to C by 3. So the direction ratios of the line are minus 1, 5 and 3. So the direction cosines would be minus 1 by root 35, minus 5 by root 35 and 3 by root of 35. So our correct answer is option A. If a line makes angle alpha, beta, gamma and delta with 4 diagonals of a cube, then the value of cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma plus cos 2 delta would be option A, B, C or D. So let us solve this sum. Now we know that the angles of the cube are as follows: cos square alpha plus cos square gamma plus cos square delta is equal to 4 by 3. Okay, so further simplifying this, we'll get 1 plus cos 2 alpha upon 2 plus 1 plus cos 2 beta upon 2 plus 1 plus cos 2 gamma upon 2 plus 1 plus cos 2 delta by 2, which is equal to 4 by 3. So further solving this, we'll get cos 2 alpha upon cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma plus cos 2 delta, which would be 8 by 3 minus 4, which would be minus 4 by 3. So our correct answer is option C. Question number 28. The angle between the lines whose direction cosine satisfy the equation L plus m plus n is equal to 0 and L square is equal to m square plus n square is pi by 6, pi by 2, pi by 3 or pi by 4. Now putting L is equal to minus m minus n in the equation of L square is equal to m square plus n square, we'll get minus m minus n the whole square is equal to m square plus n square. Now we'll get mn is equal to 0. So either of m or n is equal to 0. So now let's take it one by one. Now if m is equal to 0, then L is equal to minus n. So we'll get it as by 0 and n by 1. Okay, and if n is equal to 0, then L is equal to minus m. So we'll get it as L by minus 1, m by 1 and n by 0. So with this we'll get the values of L, m and n as minus 1, 0 and 1, and in other case it would be minus 1, 1 and 0. So the angle between them is given by the formula we know. So cos theta, it would be 1 plus 0 upon root of 1 plus 0 plus 1 into root of 1 plus 1 plus 0, which is equal to 1 by 2. So we know that the value of cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. So theta would be pi by 3. So our correct answer is option C. Question number 29. If a line makes an angle of alpha, beta, gamma, delta with 4 diagonals of a cube, then the following will be the value of this equation, that is 4 by 3, 8 by 3, 7 by 3 and D is equal to 1. Okay, so now the direction ratios, let us label these sides. Okay, let us firstly draw the diagram of a cube. Okay, so this is x, y and z axis. Now let us label the vertices, which is A, B, C, D, E, F and G, and this would be O. So we know that the direction ratios of OG would be 1, 1 and 1. BE will be 1, 1 minus 1. AD will be minus 1, 1 and 1, and that of CF will be 1, minus 1 and 1. So the direction ratios of the line be LMN. So angle between the diagonals will be as follows, that is cos alpha will be L plus M plus N by root 3, then cos beta would be L plus M minus N upon root 3, cos gamma would be minus L plus M plus N by root 3, and cos delta will be L minus M plus N by root 3. Now let us put the values in this formula. Okay, we'll substitute it the other way, and further simplifying this formula we'll get our equation to be 1 minus cos square alpha plus 1 minus cos square beta, and so on. We'll get it till delta. That can be simplified and written as 4 minus cos square alpha till cos square delta, okay, which is equal to 4 minus 1 by 3, and we'll substitute these values of L, M and N of these values over here. So we'll get it as 4 minus 4 by 3, which is equal to 8 by 3. So our correct answer is option D. Question number 13. The direction cosines LMN of two lines are connected by the relation L plus M plus N is equal to 0 and LM is equal to 0. Then the angle between them is pi by 3, pi by 4, pi by 2 or 0. Now we are given that L plus M plus N is equal to 0. So we will get value of L is equal to minus M plus N and LM is 0. Right? So we will get it as minus M plus N into M is equal to 0. So we will get M square plus Mn is equal to 0. So we get following conclusions, that is M is equal to 0, okay, and then M plus N is equal to 0, or M is equal to minus N. Now let us consider this case. So considering this, we will get okay. So here if M is equal to 0 and M plus N is equal to 0, right? So here we'll get L is equal to minus N. So here we'll get L by minus 1 is equal to M by 0 is equal to N by 1. And where M is equal, L is equal to 0, here we'll get L by 0 is equal to M by minus 1 is equal to N by minus 1. So in first case, the values of LMN would be 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, and the other case values of LMN will be 0, minus 1 and 1. So the angle between them will be given by the formula cos theta is equal to 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1 plus 0 plus 1 and 0 plus 1 plus 1. So this is equal to 1 by 2. So we know that cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. So the value of theta is pi by 3. So our correct answer is